And it says you are live. So let's check our pulse. We are live. Yeah. Well, the beat goes on. How are y'all doing this evening? Hope everyone is doing well out there. Man, I tell you what, this weather is fantastic here in north central Texas. Hope it's nice where you're at. Hey, do you set goals? I was laying in bed last night thinking about this. Actually, it's probably early this morning. But so do you set goals? And if you do, have you reached them? And I wrote this down. Sometimes we set daily goals, but then from time to time we set yearly goals, and every so often we set lifelong goals. Are your goals attainable? What can you do to increase the odds of reaching them? Let's talk about it. Hey, Mary, how are you? I was laying in bed and I thought about it. I thought, at 59 years old, I don't know that. I mean, I've set like daily goals, like doing DoorDash Spark or, just different things like that. And that's about it. I've never really set like major goals. The only goal I have right now is to get the Grandpa's Random Reviews to 1,000 subscribers. That's the only, and it's not the number. Well, I mean, it is. I want to get it monetized. I just want to see. I'm curious is what it would pay. I'm just curious about that. But as far as like lifelong goes, hello, mommy, how are you? But I don't know that I've ever actually set like lifelong goals, and it made me wonder: does everybody talk about setting goals or things like that? And in reality, our goal is just to get up in the morning and make it through the day. Hello, Ray. My goal is to stop falling out. That would be a good one. What was that? What was that movie? The kid in the bubble boy or whatever it was. Maybe we need to get you into big bubbles and you can just fall out and bounce and roll on down where you go. But yeah, I just was thinking about goals, and I didn't know if I'm the only one that doesn't actually set goals. I think I would thought about it. And I thought, I guess two goals I could set, and one of I don't really. It depends on the economy and how things go, but I guess you could say one goal is to be. I'm not going to say debt free because I honestly don't think anybody, unless you just luck out and become very wealthy. But I don't think most people ever become debt free. And I know that might be little debts, it might be a gas card, $40 on it or a Visa or whatever. But, and technically, even the rich people are still got debt because they got electric bills, they got water bills, they got car payments, all that. So I don't know if people saying my goal is to be debt free. I don't think that'll ever happen. But I wouldn't mind buying another house. A bubble review is needed. There we go. Hey, we can get you some shoulder pads like football. Get you a helmet, some shoulder pads, some knee pads. You'd be all right. You not fall out, but you'd be cushioned. But yeah, I don't know. It just got me thinking. I thought, am I just not? How you doing, Sunny Chronicles? Stopping to say hi, Brandon. I appreciate you coming by. So, do you set goals? Maybe nobody does, and maybe everybody knows they should, but in reality, they don't. And most everybody sets like a daily goal, especially if you're doing like gig work or stuff like that. You have a goal that you try to meet every day, which is good. But, there's more to life than working. I mean, we all got to have an income. There's no doubt about that. But what about ultimate goals, like a annual goal, like a yearly goal, or maybe a 10-year goal or a 20-year goal? I just, I just wanted y'all's thoughts and see if I'm the only one that does not set lifelong goals. I don't take my goals seriously. I move the goal post all the time. I hear you. Well, I used to do daily goals on gig work, but I gave up on that. Yeah. Well, when I first started doing DoorDash and all that, my daily goal was $200 a day. And it was doable sometimes, not all the time, but it was a goal to shoot for. And it got to the point where I was just staying out trying to get to that. And then that goal got moved back to 175. It was $25 increments, and it's moved back to 75 to $100 now. I just I don't, and really, I don't do. I haven't been doing a whole lot of sparking, honestly. I did a little bit yesterday, or a little bit today. I don't think. Let's see. Today is Thursday. I did. I think I did one. Yeah, I did a shopping order yesterday because I was over at my mom's, and I went from there and did the shopping order, and then I went by the store and came home. Uh, I did have a guy today. Let me ask y'all a question. He asked me this question. That was where I delivered today. Do you think you can make enough money? And he was referring to Spark. Do you think you can make enough money doing Spark to make a car payment? I told him yes. In Wichita Falls anyway. Mary, 110 proxy picks now. Wow. Geez, we don't have any here. My goal is now 150 to 200 now. Wow, if you're making that much, see, you can't. Well, I'm not going to say you can't make that here because I'm not as much of a hustler as I was. I was working 12 to about 10 to 12 hours every day when I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that. But since I've started doing transitioning more over to Amazon now, or the reviews, I don't do it. But it's saving me. I don't have to get gas 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not putting hundreds of miles on my car every week. But yeah, I told him that I thought it was doable because really, if you just made $50 a day, what is that? That's 1,500. Isn't that 1,500 a month? 5 times 3, yeah, it's 15. So I told him, I said, I can make my car payment and car insurance on Walmart Spark easily, and that's working 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, 3 or 4 days a week. So I don't know. I thought it was, and I just didn't know if. But Mary, if you're making 150 to 200 now, man, you are you're in a good market. Right, they're just starting to give them to me now. I have to keep on the app. I don't ever get them. I like proxy picks because they're most of the time they're easy. But the last couple I've seen has been 20 to 25 miles away, one way, and they're paying $20. And it's just not worth doing it. Maybe that's why. Well, I mean, I guess they sent them out to everybody because it'd be available. In the past, I had them emailing me, asking me if they could assign a certain job to me or something, but I haven't gotten that in a long time. I like that Proxy Picks automatically assigns orders to us each month. They was doing the was it FedEx? I was doing the FedEx every month, and that just kind of disappeared. And they'd sent me the badge and all that to do the Verizon store. I did it once and never did it again. I don't know. Maybe the manager or something contacted them, said they didn't want me in the store. I don't know. I mean, I didn't get in their way. I was doing everything I could to stay out of their way. But I personally, if I was a manager, I wouldn't want anybody in there, taking pictures of every little thing and watching every little thing. I wouldn't really like that, but I don't know. It's once again quarter, I believe. Oh, I don't know. I did it that one time and I haven't done it since. And my FedEx one that I was doing, I did it for 4 months, I think. And they quit sending anything. But since I do so much reviews now, I don't really care. I mean, it was an extra $50 a month. So nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. Not that big of a deal. I'm just making it where I can. Anyway, that really tonight, the only thing I really had to talk about was the goals. And I was on Chuck's live for a few minutes last night. I was so far behind. And Ray, when I texted you, I noticed you replied back, but it was about 2 hours later. But I got a notification that my message didn't go through. So because I texted you pretty shortly after you texted me, but I don't guess it went through. I don't know. But I was so busy doing editing. Did a 10 by 20 canopy yesterday. When I was editing, I was noticing I was getting a lot of wind noise. Then I went to put my mic on earlier today to do a review. My little sponge thing that goes on there is gone. So that explains why I was picking up a lot of wind noise. I didn't even notice it. So when you are doing stuff, check your equipment. I don't know where I'm sure it's probably in a shirt somewhere. And well, I just washed laundry, so I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. It could be laying in Mom's backyard. We'll never find it. It's the little, well, that's kind of in focus. You can see it. I just got my other mic put in on. Doing a night vision goggles in the middle of that right now. I'm not real sure I like. They kind of fit up against your face, like. Well, they're not even as comfortable as the old slide. The little toy that put the slides in. You push it down. It's what it kind of makes me think of. But they're not real comfortable fitting up against your face. So when I do the rest of the video after the live tonight, I'll probably, I don't know, drive out here in the country a little bit and see what I can see. Some mesquite trees. They wanted some animals. I don't even know anywhere close where there's cows everywhere, but to find them at night, I don't really know right here close. I could drive out towards Henrietta, which south of here. But I got new mics now too. I'll be doing a review on those. I didn't realize that you have to turn off the Bluetooth. Maybe that's why I couldn't get others to work. Yeah, I don't know. I don't turn off my Bluetooth, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the mics. Like most of them that you plug into your phone, it should automatically just switch to external mic, but you might have to go in there and to the settings. I'm not real sure. I think when I reviewed them before and plugged them in the phone, all I did was plug them in, but I don't really remember for sure. All right, Sunday Chronicles. That's kind of cool. Sunday Chronicles. Anyway, appreciate you coming by. Have a good rest of your night. Yeah, well, yeah, it came through, but I noticed you replied, but it was pretty late. So I didn't know if it just now went or just then went through. Because right after you sent it, I replied. But let's see. I was saying, what was I saying? Because I said I got on Chuck's live for a minute, and I was mentioned the new app, or not new app, but the new layout. And he said, going from different markets, it would switch. Here, you don't go to different markets. You got this market, and that's it. Unless you want to drive, probably. I need to turn that on next time we go to Bowie to the flea market, because there is a Walmart in Bowie, and that's the closest one I know of that would be out of town. Oh yeah, y'all was I think y'all was talking about having a meetup, wasn't you? There in Kansas. I don't. I'm about to work myself into too much work. That's a good thing I don't have kids. I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't. Well, I try not to be in the position that I'm in. But I'm telling you what, it is constant. Got up today, went to go out the front door, and there was a box at the front door. Then I went and done some Spark, came back, checked the mail. There's a box in the mailbox, which that somebody might be interested in. Selfie stick tripod with a light. I thought it would be kind of cool, for people that do like blogging and stuff like that, or vlogging on their phones. I don't know. That came in today. Then let's see something. What was it? Meeting Tuesday. I wished I could get away and come up, because I don't work Tuesdays. That'd be perfect. Well, I say I don't work. I don't do Spark. I do reviews. I do reviews 7 days a week. But anyway, yeah, the new app layout that Spark's got here, it's okay, I guess. You just have to click on the dollar amount before you can go to the next screen to see what it is, and you have to scroll down instead of it just being right there on one screen. It's just an extra step or two. Not a big deal. It's just, you come to a point in life you really don't like change. If something works, leave it alone. Oh, camping chair. Thanks. I couldn't. I knew something came in today over at your house, but well, I sold those. Actually, Emily sold them. The two, the two little ones, and it looks just like those ones that I had. Only this one swivels. So I don't know. I don't know how tall it's going to be, because there was one guy that was looking at those other two that we had, and he said, "You mind if I sit down?" I said, "Yeah, you can sit down." They were a little tough to get out of, and he had just had back surgery. He said, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't." I said, "Oh, if you just had back surgery now, you don't want these, because they was low to the ground." But there was made little that, how if you put a tent together, how the rods pull apart, and you got the strings running through them, and you put them together. That whole chair was made like that. It was kind of cool, but it was made like that so you could put it in a backpack, and if you're hiking into a campsite, you don't have to have a much stuff like a big lawn chair. You don't want that. It'd be sitting on a rock. I don't know how the swivel chair is going to be. We will see. But yeah, I got a 12-volt battery in today. This thing and the camping chair, and oh man, last night I was trying to do the review, and then I would look over at the email. Right now, I just looked, there's an email. I'd get that email. I would answer them. Then another email. Then they would answer back on the other email. Then the third email over there's an email on that. And I was like jumping back and forth, and I wasn't able to get much editing done. So it was really late by the time I finally finished that video. And I kind of threw my testing off, because I was trying to do 2 videos a day through the whole month of October. That is just, I just don't think it's going to work. That's a lot of videos. If I just strictly did this, the reviews, maybe. But I spend probably too much time editing, and I got to cut out all my mistakes and my ums and the do's and the got to cut all that out. But anyway, I missed yesterday's, but I did get the canopy in this morning, and then a smartwatch. I think that one came out this evening. I think I had it set for 5 o'clock or something. I was doing them 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening, but I noticed on the chart, the flow chart or whatever on YouTube, it looks like I might get more views around 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock. I don't know. It wasn't a big deal. I was just testing it to be testing it. But I do know my numbers have went up. The views have went from like 940 to 1100 each day to 1100 to 1400, a couple of 1500s in there, doing the 2 videos a day, which makes sense because you're doubling your videos. But anyway, that's a lot of views, I think. But there's so much random stuff. Somebody looks up a mouse or a dash cam or a patio furniture. It's not like a gig channel where you pretty much have one type of, each video you do is different, but basically they're all gig work. So that's why I think a lot of the big YouTubers and the people that teach you about how to do the videos and all that and algorithm and all that say that keywords are not that important anymore, but YouTube says they can be for search base. And I think all of my reviews are going to be search based. They're not, there might be a few people, like my mom, you, Ray, Pork Chop, and maybe 2, 3 more that will watch pretty much whatever the review is. But the majority of the people out there, they don't care. I mean, if they're looking for a tablet, speaking of tablets, I may have another one coming in. They may be looking for a tablet. They don't care nothing about watching a review on a selfie stick. So that's search based. So that's why I don't think keywords are dead. I think you should keep using them. But I think it depends on your type of videos, your niche, as they say. Has your subscriber count increased on the review channel? Yes. I think it's 824. I believe that's what it was. Where am I at? Oh, there we are. Grandpa's random reviews. Click that down. 824. Yep. I gained like what was it, 70 in the last 28 days, or maybe 84 or something in the last 28 days. So it is increasing. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Well, I'm glad you're watching, Ray. It's kind of reassuring knowing that I'm at least going to get one view. So I don't know. Did y'all know that there is an AI if you're writing like on your description on your YouTube channel, on your videos, on Google, if you go to your Google homepage, the little square buttons that you can click it, and it shows like Gmail and all the different Google tools. There is now a tool in there that'll write. You can like copy it like me. I would copy the description from Amazon and then I hit that and it wrote a whole script. That was pretty cool. I mean, I can left or right click on highlighted text and there's one little AI thing but it basically writes that description. The one on that Google writes the whole thing. So you don't have to pay for some of this stuff. Just look on the Google tools and it may be there. You have to, what was it? And you can do them in different languages too. Let's see, let me hit the home screen. Oh, you open it up in Google Docs. The Google Docs, you open that up and then I'm doing it right quick. That way I can tell you. You have to add the extension in, but it's Generato, Generato AI writer and text generator. That's a pretty cool little tool if you need to write descriptions. I mean, unless you're good at wording. If you're good at wording, you don't really need it. But I can word some stuff, but I don't know. It's pretty easy to just put it in there. So, pretty cool tool. Well, you know what? Just in case anybody's interested, let me open that back up. Well, let me open it and make sure there's nothing information. There's no, it just shows my. Okay, I think we're good. Present, share screen, window. Open that window over there. Where's that? There it is. But anyway, just go over there and click those little. What is that? 9 little dots. Scroll down. Go to Google Docs. And you can just click blank, and then you can hit extensions and generate or rewrite text is what I did. And you just put in, you can copy and paste it like an Amazon description or whatever, and put it right there and hit rewrite, and it'll come up right over there. Pretty cool tool for free too, y'all. And that's pretty nice. Yeah, well, I got so much stuff to do reviews on, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was a cool tool. I didn't know it was there. There was something that was said about it. Pineapple Pete had said something about some kind of AI thing, and then I Googled it, and then it was talking about Google Translate or extensions and stuff, and they had that on there. I tried that, and I thought it was free, which made me think about something as far as talking about for free. I was reading a Reddit post. It was on the Amazon group. What do you call them? The subreddits. But there was somebody new, and they was wanting to know if there was a place to get information without paying for these courses. And yes, you could. Well, I mean, because it's just a regular document. Here, let me open that back up. But they were talking about paying for courses, and luckily, a lot of people was telling me, no, you don't need to pay for. It's all out there. And I'm not going against anybody that writes the courses because they're taking a lot of time to put it in order, and that's what they're getting paid for. It's not really all the information on all this stuff is out there, whether it's Amazon, whether it's doing DoorDash. There's people that sell courses on doing coaches and on doing DoorDash and stuff. All the information's out there, but getting somebody to take the time to put it in layman's terms and compile it all together, that kind of makes it worth buying, or it makes it sellable. It's like paying a school teacher to teach. I mean, she's not teaching you anything that's not already known. It's just she's taking her time to do, or his time, whichever. Anyway, let me close this out. Yeah, see, you can just, well, how did I do that? Yeah, see, let's see. Um, let's see, file, email, download, move, print. Yes. And yeah, and you could do this. That's an Arial font. There you go. Yeah, you could do it. It's in Google too. Did you notice how I went to it? Yeah, well, my mom does scrapbooking, and she in the scrapbook she writes different things and stuff. So, yeah, let's see. Just go to like Google right here, like you see, and the domino looking thing over there. Click that and scroll down a little bit, and right there, go to Google Docs. And there you go. And they got resumes. I didn't project proposal. Well, that's getting technical. Yeah, there's the one that I did earlier. Let's see. Extension. No to rewrite text. Click to see the video to get more information. Yeah, see, it rewrote it. There's the original. It started off men's and women's fitness tracker, smartwatch for men and women. Yeah, see, it rewrote the whole thing. Pretty cool, that part of it. But as far as what you would use, Mom, you just type it in there, then you'd be able to print it. What do I think of Joe? Oh, I need to answer this one. Don't know if y'all heard it beep. Let's see if we can sell a baseball net here on the marketplace. I hate to take y'all's time to do this, but I don't want to miss a chance of a sale. We're going to do a live sale. Well, maybe. Unless they live in Amarillo and say, "Oh, I didn't realize it was in Amarillo." That's a bad thing about posting on Marketplace, is there's people all over. Get this up big enough where I can see it. Scroll down here. Still have this? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How about you? Let's see what they say. Probably ought to open that on the tab over here. It'd be easier to see rather than on the phone. Where's Facebook? There's Facebook. There we go. You can choose groups in your area to. Oh yeah, we've got probably 10 or 12 of them here in Wichita Falls. But you you pick Marketplace, and then you can pick out your list, and it'll post it each one of those too. I had a walker and a potty chair that I did a review on, and they Marketplace said that it went across against their terms because it's medical devices. So I went to just the individual groups, and I got it to pass them. So it's the whatever AI that Facebook Marketplace is using flagged it. But when I posted it on the local groups here in Wichita Falls, then I noticed today it's now back, it's posted on Marketplace. I don't know. Maybe they investigated it themselves or checked it again and they approved it. I heard my phone go bzzz, but I don't know what that was. Get off of there. New collaboration with Wavelength. Email. I'll get to them later. I got enough to do. I've got it set up now for a doorbell. The camera doorbells. I got one of those coming, and I got as soon as I get moved in, I've got one place that wants to send me 2 more security cameras because I want to put 2 security cameras on, one under the carport and one in the backyard. I don't really need one in the backyard, but it'd be kind of cool. And I think I'm going to use my big tablet for my monitor. Put it to use besides just watching YouTube videos at night. Because technically I could watch them on my TV in there, but it's easier to just turn the tablet on. That TV in there, I bought it, maybe a year ago? I've been here a little over a year. And I bet it hasn't been on a dozen times. It's well, the move-in date technically is the 1st, but when I went to pay half of the deposit, I talked to the guy's wife, and she said that because I was going to ask her, I was kind of trying to ask her when I could get a key, not necessarily to move in, but it doesn't have a refrigerator, so I've got to come up with a refrigerator. And there's no mini blinds, curtains, nothing in that entire house, and it's got 10 windows. So I needed to get the measurements, and she just told me, she said, when it gets closer, she said, and probably like a week ahead of time, she goes, you can come by and he'll probably give you the key. But as soon as I get paid from Amazon, I'm going to go pay the rent, and I'll just tell him that I'll go ahead and pay the rent, but I won't officially move in till the 1st. Otherwise, they don't try to prorate me. Hello, Twistinator, Alley Gigs. Jason. Oh, Tulsa, right? Yeah, I like windows too, but whichever room that I'm going to put I don't know. I'll probably put this desk in one of the bedrooms. It's 3 bedrooms, but I really need like blackouts. Maybe. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. That'd be kind of boring probably, and a little bit of a hassle to do videos on getting it set up and stuff. I don't know, because everybody probably have different ideas, and everybody be telling me you ought to do it this way, you ought to do it that way, you ought to do it that way, and because I do enough of that in my own head. Let's do it that. No, you shouldn't do. Yeah, it'll look better like it. No, I don't think so. And I'll go on and on. I'll go round and around myself on some things. So, Cooler King 74, how are you? My goal is to finish paying off my credit cards by December. That's a good one. But that's what I was saying earlier about goals. And kind of like that, what you just said, a lot of people say their goal is to be debt free. But I don't know I honestly don't know, no matter how much money you have, I don't know if you could ever be debt free, because you're going to be in debt to a cell phone company. I didn't mention that one. Electric company, water company, taxes. But as far as things like credit cards and things like that, yes, 100%. I've got credit cards. I got them to help build my credit, because it took a tank, but it's come back up somewhat. It took a tank a few years ago, and I didn't work on it much, but we're coming back up. But my last my credit card that I have now on it, I had to buy tires. And that's something else that some people don't think about doing this gig work. You better have either a credit card or some money put back. And I didn't have that much money put back, but that credit card was 0% interest till March. So that worked out for me. Chase is the worst. Yeah, I'll be moving the my tires was 700, and I got it wasn't the cheapest tires, but they were not the best. I think 780. I think 780 is what it was because I paid like 200, and then I put 75 on. No, maybe I paid 200. No, I paid 200. I paid 75, put 200 on one card. No, 300 on one card. No, 75 on one card and then 500 on the other card. I don't remember. Either way, I paid the one card off because I'm just paying $25 a week. I know it's a monthly thing, but every time I get paid from Spark, I just make a credit card payment. And that I haven't had a bill yet because it says that there's no bill, but I just been trying to pay that because I got to pay that off. And then I've got a computer that I got to get to paying on. My mom was going to say, yes, you do. But Chase Bank of America, Citi, and Wells Fargo are the worst to deal with on anything. I've got Chase Bank, but I don't have any dealings with them other than the checking account there. And the reason why I got them, that's how I bought car 0 interest for 10 months. Oh, yeah, that's good. Must have a big credit card. But I had, see, something I was doing, you had to have a brick and mortar bank. I forgot what it was I was doing. Man, I can't remember. But I had Chime Bank, and it's an online bank. But whatever it was, wouldn't let you do it that way. You had to have a brick and mortar bank. So I went and opened up an account at Chase Bank, and that's all I do. And you can, if you have other people that's got Chase, you can do Zelly or Zelle, and they don't charge any fees to move money around to each other and whatnot. Couple of big ones. I think I've got three $300 ones and then one $500 one. But I mainly got them to build my credit back up, and it's worked. It has worked, but I've gotten a little better at spending money, and it's helped. You don't, yeah. I don't worry about what there is to eat because there probably ain't nothing in there to eat. But I can run the taco casa. But what's going to sink me again is I got to buy a refrigerator and a couch. If you see, this is my living room. There's no couch in here. There is a TV over there and the recliner back there. That is it for living room furniture. I've got a desk. It's actually an L-shaped desk, but it folds and you can straighten it out. And it's running down one wall. I got the bookcase back there. And I don't really know if I'm going to put that in the bookcase and make a bedroom kind of the office with a bookcase in there, if I'm going to use it in the living room. But I have no couch. I keep them empty in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're talking about credit cards, keep them empty. Yeah. I thought about buying a used couch, and I seen a used couch on the Trading Post today and I went to look at the person's profile, and it's nothing against dogs, nothing at all. So dog lovers, it's nothing personal, but animals are animals. They shed, and there's no getting around that. And it's a nice looking couch, but her dog's laying up on the couch. And the dog, it looked like it was well maintained. Probably took it to the, what do you call them, the dog groomer and all that. But I don't know. And then some places that I've looked at, the couches, and you wonder how many creepy crawlies are crawling underneath that couch. So I think a refrigerator, I don't think is a big deal buying it used as long as the seals are good in it and that they can show that it works. But I don't know about a couch unless you know who it's coming from. My last couch that I got, no, it wasn't the last one. A couple of couches ago, it was a freebie, but it was from somebody that my mom knew or my sister knew or somebody knew. I don't remember. Just get one of those college refrigerators, put the basics in it. That that might work. I wish I asked a couple of the people I get stuff from. I said, "Do y'all ever get big appliances like refrigerators?" And the one said they used to get big ice machines and refrigerators, but not anymore. I said, I need a refrigerator to review. Which, I mean, if I go buy a refrigerator, I can review it. If it's on Amazon, I'll put it on there. I bought stuff here recently that I was going to do reviews on, because I bought it off Amazon. I just don't have time to do my own stuff. I have to do this other stuff. And it's nobody's fault but my own because I have an issue of saying no. I do say no, thank you on a lot of things, but there's some things that, I honestly have no use for this whatsoever. None. But I didn't want to say no because that's sellable merchandise or giveaways or something. What I'd like to have, because where we go to that flea market at is kind of a country town. So, anything tool wise, toolboxes, tools, generators, welding machines, stuff like that, they'd eat that up. And none of my people have toolboxes. I thought that would be easy sales. And those wagons like we use, or some of y'all use, um, those sell quickly. Usually the first item, I've had 3 of them, and they've also bam, bam, bam. Nope, I never buy anything like furniture used. Only thing maybe is a car I would buy. I've had bad experiences with bed bugs. Yeah, that's my whole thing is, you know, you can get rid of some stuff, but some stuff and you're just not going to get rid of it. Even with boric acid and stuff, you get the like baby roaches and stuff, and they get up in there, and people may be clean, but their neighbors may not be if they're coming from an apartment or something. So one thing that I liked about these apartments, I have not seen a bug here at all. So, and that's unusual because I've lived in other apartment complexes. Some was horrible, and some was you'd see one every here and there. This one I've seen nothing. Been here over a year. I highly recommend these apartments, other than the cost going up. But they're paying for it because there's 2 empty ones over there, 2 empty ones on the other side, empty one down there on the end, and this one's fixing to be empty. And I have noticed a lot of rent houses popping up around Wichita. I asked Emily, I said, why do you think that is? And I'm kind of in agreement. She said, probably because people rent up on the rent. And a lot of people are not going to be able to afford that, so they're having to move out. So, anyway, hello, pork chop. You see the topic is roaches. Yeah. Well, we was talking about used furniture and stuff, and yeah. Hello, Steve. Just popping in to say hi. In Miami, working for Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. Oh, heck, it pays the bills though, so you can't argue with that one. I cannot stand her. I've read and just stuff she says, and she might be different in real life, face to face. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. And then the prices that she charges for the tickets. But hey, money's money. And you getting to see some cool, you getting down there on the coast. So man, I'd do it. I don't care who it is. They paid me. Me and my mom are very clean. Our neighbors were nasty, had big dogs in cages they never took out. They never washed clothes, took their trash out. The landlord didn't believe us until they walk in. Yeah, the last apartments that I lived in, the boys upstairs, um, they had dogs, a dog or a couple of dogs, one or two dogs. Anyway, and the guy that kept coming exterminating, he told us, he said, he said, you get around that dog bowl and kick it, and roaches just come out of that dog food. And the dog food's bowl. I'm not a big pet person, but if you're not going to take care of a pet, don't own one. And that is just nasty. I don't care if it's a dog or not. You don't do that. That's horrible. Yeah, I bet she pays big. She's making big on her tickets, but that's great, man. You'll be able to take off the rest of the year after this little gig. Well, as well, live and this. Oh yeah, I guess they could get in there. Firm on the price. I think $50 and $70 baseball. Now I don't know if anybody saw that review or not. It's $70 on Amazon, and I'm posted it for 50. I know I didn't. It's profit. I could say I would really like to have 50. Yes, when not. Well, okay. I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Firm on the price or not firm on the price? This is a live event right here. We're talking money too. The product it's a 7x7 baseball net thing that you hit. It's got a square thing. You throw the baseball at to hit the square for batting practice and pitching practice. Firm. That's one firm. And it's $69.99, I believe, on Amazon, and I marked it for 50. And all I did was take it out of the box, set it up, put it right back in the box. Hold your ground. Okay. And let me go back up. Good night, y'all. Oh, glad you didn't leave because you got an opinion here. Cool. My little nieces are going to our show in Indianapolis. Steve, if you're still here, so are you just doing Miami? Or are you going to go with her? Well, 50 is what I posted it for. I think that, that's $20 off. And $20 off of a couple of $100 wouldn't be much, but $20 off of 70 is pretty good discount. I'm going to put it is new other than me taking it out of the box to do a review on. Probably giving them too much information, but because I already said that on the description. It is new other than me taking it out of the box to do the review on, and put it right back in the box. So yes, I think $50. I'm not gonna put it. Am firm. So yes, I am firm. That's good enough. I don't need to give my life story. That's one of the bad things. Sometimes I get a little carried away with explaining stuff or feeling like I need to, and I just talking on and on and on and on. Probably my ex that I cannot stand, but she did have one good thing to say, and it was to don't talk so much. Just tell them what they need to know and cut it off. That was the only thing she was good for other than burning the house down. But anyway, Steve likes the view. Steve likes the view of just Miami, unless she wants to keep paying huge every. Oh, that would be cool. It'd be cool if she was working her way back up towards Denver, or back that direction. Just be a roadie. My dad played minor league baseball until he had to join the military. He didn't want to get drafted. Did 4 years in the Air Force, and then tried out for the Cincinnati. Oh, that's cool. Brandon, I'm in the same way. Oh, I'm talking. Oh, how was your review? Gotta pick it up tomorrow. Sure, and I got it here too. I could send them maybe they should I send them a link or just let it go? I'll just say it. It was it was a good review, haha. I don't need to give them the link. Yes. You can pick it up tomorrow. Comma, what time? Hopefully they don't say 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I know I should be up by 8 anyway, but just New Orleans and then Indy and Canada's just New Orleans would be fun. We went to it was me and my kid's mom. She's passed away now, and my mom and dad. And we went to New Orleans once. Me and Lisa kept talking about we're going to go back to New Orleans and stuff. Never did. But that was so cool down there, like on Bourbon Street, and they're sitting around playing guitars, and you could hear the dancing, or not hear the dancing, but watch the kids dancing, people playing music. I've never been around anything like that. It was neat. It was almost like that in St. Louis. Not when we went to Pedro's thing, but years ago, me and my mom, me and my kids, my mom, my aunt, their grandkids, and my sister and her kids, we all took a big family vacation, went to St. Louis. But what was it? You walked down one of the streets, and the river was right there, and there was a bunch of a little bit of taste of New Orleans, with people playing music and stuff. But anyway, good night, Mr. Steve. Man, have a good one and enjoy the show. Enjoy the money, man. I'm happy for you. I really am. That is cool. Be safe out there. I don't think there's any hurricanes coming, but be safe. What time works best for you? I'm going to the gym at 8. Oh, Lord. No, not 8. Any time after 12, if possible. Maybe I'll be up by 12. Yeah, I'll be up by 12. I sleep late, but not, well, I have slept later than that, but not normally. You can walk around with a beer in your hands too. Yeah. Yep. Well, if they follow through, there's $50, y'all. That will, I'm out of gas. That will give me a tank of gas and a couple of Taco Casa trips. They ought to give me discounts there. Anyway, we can make that work. Does 4 work? Man, I need to be sparking. Well, I can come by here. Yeah, 4 o'clock will work. Yes. 4 is fine. Just message me and I can meet you pretty much anywhere in Wichita Falls. I'll put anywhere. I didn't ask him where he's from. Watch me put this in. Oh, you're in Wichita Falls? I'm in Dallas or something. We'll see. Um, yeah, pretty much anywhere in Wichita. Doing delivery, it ain't no big deal to me. Any of the Walmarts, grocery stores, wherever. Hello, Paul Roop. I fell in love with Nola, too. I got a $100 gift card from the dealership for locking me inside last night. Oh, I saw. I didn't watch it. I saw a video. What was it? You went to the dealership and you got locked in or something? Had a room with a balcony on. Oh, okay. New Orleans. Got you. Had a balcony on Wall Street. Watch street performers all day. I think that's pretty cool. I've never, living in Wichita Falls, the only street performers you don't even see the street performers here anymore, and they were just hookers. You don't even. I don't even. I don't. I know there's probably still prostitutes. I'm not that dumb, but they're not out walking the streets anymore. I guess they get on social media and set appointments up. I don't know, but it was kind of hilarious watching the cops try to break me out. Hey, made $100. I guess I need to mark as pending. Stop giving Stop giving him options. Say the place and stop that you want to make him be at your. Yeah, I'm kind of indecisive sometimes, though. I come by that naturally thanks to my mom. Yeah, because we got three Walmarts. I'd rather meet somebody because I have had people come to the apartment here and get things, but it was bigger things. But I really don't like strangers coming to the apartment. You name it, I'll meet you there. Market Street. It's a grocery store and it's 6 blocks right down the street. How about cash or do you take Venmo? I don't care. How about Market Street at 4 p.m.? I will be in a black Nissan. What is my car? A Maxima. By the gas station part. Cash or cash is actually better. Well, Venmo, you can do it in, what is it, 1 to 3 days at zero charge. That's fine. And maybe they'll do Venmo tonight. Cash or Venmo is fine with me. How about Market Street at 4 p.m.? I will be in a black Nissan Maxima by the gas station port. Cash or Venmo is fine by me. A couple of the things we sold at the flea market, they did Venmo. So, yeah. The only thing about cash, and I have never checked it, is it could give you counterfeit money. I'd never know it. And Venmo, they can't give you counterfeit money because you never actually get the money. They would just go to the bank. It'll pays, yeah. Head'll pays via Venmo. Sounds good. See you there. I will be in a dark blue Jeep. Okie dokie. Yeah, I won't put that. Okay. See you. Yeah, then. Cool. $50 if he shows up. I don't count. I guess it's a he. What was her name? Huh. Her name's Brandon too. Got to be a decent person, right? I would not have anybody come to your place. Always meet at a gas station or a grocery store parking lot. We have a safe zone in the parking lot of a police station where you could need to exchange items. Yes, they have it here too. That area is not real safe, but the police station's safe, and they actually monitor the cameras. And I don't know about all WalMarts, but I can tell you some WalMarts have a room in the back where all the monitors are on the cameras that are all through the store and all through the parking lots. Nobody watches them. They video. I mean, they tape them, but not all WalMarts do it like that. But there's a couple here that did when I was there. One when I worked there for sure, and the other one I was told that they don't watch them there either by a co-manager at one of the WalMarts. So, but they do video. So Walmart's better than down here in the parking lot. But yeah, I don't really like, and it's nothing against most people, and most people's fine. But I've got a to me, it's an expensive camera sitting on a tripod, wherever it's at. Oh, it's in the kitchen or in the dining room. But when they walk in, they see the computer, they see that, they see a big light, so they know there's going to be a big computer or a big camera somewhere, and then they could come back when I'm not here. So and most people's fine, but there's always going to be that one. I'm not worried about them attacking me or anything. I'm worried about them coming back and stealing from me when I'm not here. So anyway, you know what? I better put that in my phone. Y'all give me just a second because I am liable to forget. Calendar. What? Tomorrow's the 18th. Well, I should get paid from Amazon either next week or the week after. Usually it's the last week of the 26th, 27th, but that's a weekend, so probably won't get paid till the 28th or 29th. 18th, tomorrow's Friday. Let's see. Meet at Market Street. I'm just going to put meet at Market Street. Baseball net. And where's the time? There's the time. 4 o'clock. Well, watch me get a big old shopping order right about 3:30, and I'm going to have to turn it down. That would bite. Because then $50 might not be worth it. 4 o'clock. 10 minutes before. Let's move that to 20 minutes. Well, we'll do it an hour before and 10 minutes before. There we go. That works. And save it. Okay. Got it. Never let strangers in the house. No. What is that? Ronnie Mills said, there's a stranger in my house. He would have never knew, huh? Other than cologne and perfume or stuff. Anyway. I don't know. Back onto the gold thing. I think I would like to own some property, not way out in the country, but a little bit out in the country, and a little house on it. I don't want a big house. I have no use for a big house. My 3-bedroom maybe, but as far as like a 4 or 5 bedroom, not that I'd ever be able to afford it, but why? My son lives in Utah. Granted, they could move back here, but odds of my kids ever living with me again are slim to nil, but it's possible. I have moved at my age. I have moved back in with my mom. It was temporary, but I know I always got a bed there. I'm wanting to set this house up. One room is going to be probably shelving, like shelves on the walls, where it's going to look like a store basically. But I want room in the middle where I can put an air mattress in the floor in case one of my grandkids or kids or something come over and they'll have somewhere to sleep. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm not excited about moving. Anybody wants to come to Wichita Falls and help me carry this stuff downstairs, you're more than welcome. I'll buy you taco casa. Hey, how can you can't pass up taco casa? I feel safe having a front camera than I feel safer having it in front of my camera than alone in a parking lot. Yeah. I was trying to think. I've sold a couple of things, and it's been dark 30 when I went to meet them. And I took my companion with me. I gave him, there was 45 reasons for him not to do anything dumb, and they didn't. And it was probably been fine. But, when you go to meet somebody at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, but, a lot of people work late. Some people work night shifts, and that's their daytime. But I've only had that a couple of times, and I just add backup just in case. But I don't. The majority of the people here, there are bad people here, but the majority of them are pretty decent. Hello, Tim. How are you? Yeah, man, and everyone in the chat. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know who's here. I don't even know if I'm here. Yeah, hey, there I am. I'm probably one of the 9 that's here. Take your cousin Smith Wesson. Yeah, I've got a 45. What is it? A Sig 45. That's another thing on a couple of things I've reviewed has been laser sights. Can't post that on Trading Post. They block that one just the same as they do medical stuff. I am getting in something that Tim probably knows about. And I think my dad had one. It's just a drill bit. It's nothing out crazy, but it's kind of cone shaped, like that. And it's got like 1/8, quarter, 3/8, blah 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 blah. Not quarter, 3/8. So I'm backwards. Anyway, it gets bigger like a cone. And I said I didn't want to review it. Then they said, well, and pork chop, I think she was just feeding me full of this crap. You know who I'm talking about. She said something about the lady that was going to do the review on it. Her husband left her and he did the videoing. And now she doesn't have anybody to do the videoing for that product. And I don't know. I said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. I don't know. I have a clue. How can, if you had let's say you had I know that's a little thicker than a 2x4, but if you had a 2x4 and you needed a 1/4-inch hole drilled through that, how would you do it with a drill bit like that? Because it says it's for metal and wood and all that. $59 though, and I looked them up on where was it, Lowe's or something, and some of them was $15 to $20. I don't understand why that one is so expensive. And what would you actually use that for? I'm going to have most YouTubers refer to them as things pew-pews, so YouTube censors don't flag them. All I said was a 45 and a Sig. But yeah, pew-pews. Matt Carricker. He's got a big YouTube channel. He lives down in San Antonio or north of San Antonio. Sounds like she wants a new boyfriend. Yeah. I have that girl. You can ask Pork Chop. She looks like her profile picture on WhatsApp looks like she's about 14 years old, but she may be 30 years old. I have no idea. Anyway, she lives way too far off, and I probably would not like her cooking. So, there you go. Hold that box up a little higher. I could. Oh, you couldn't see it. Oh, I got this in. I got this in to review today. It's a selfie stick and tripod. But if you had like I said, if you had a cone-shaped drill bit, how would you drill a 1/4 inch hole or a 3/16? Like with a regular drill bit? I don't know. I need somebody. I guess. Hey, it's YouTube, right? I guess I can just YouTube it. Oh, you thought this was a tool? No, well, it is a tool if you're into videoing with your phone. It's got a light up there and the phone holder, and it's a tripod selfie stick. I needed a selfie stick a while back, but I improvised on my video. So when I tell her no, she writes back, but the seller really likes it. Oh, yeah, I know, I get that. She told me, I think it was Sherry. She was one, I think she was the original one that I talked to a couple of years ago because she said, long time no see. Long time no see. Anyway, seller really likes you and wants you to do this video. And I said, okay, if the seller really likes me, really wants me, they're going to have to pay me. Because it was going to be a free item, which I'm getting tired of doing this stuff for free. But anyway, but I'm going to get 20 or 25. So it was on something else. Luna was talking about the drill bit, but they kind of like the girls in the bars and stuff. They act like they like you and all that just because they probably get commissions off the drinks. And these girls are getting commissions. And I would really like to talk to one of the sellers that they deal with and find out how much these sellers are paying them to get people like us to do the videos. Because that's a company. The China Dolls is a company, and they're not doing it for free. The seller's not paying anything. Yeah, they are. You're getting paid. I guarantee you're getting paid. I'm just wondering if the sellers are paying them like 500 yen or whatever their money is, and they're wanting to give us nothing to $20. But even the other sellers besides the China Dolls or the Liaisons, the most of them are 20, 25 bucks. Every once in a while, I'll run across one that's paying 50 to 75. But game, like the game operation, it takes a very steady hand. But I'd use it. Well, I mean, it's marked each going up the cone. It has sections, and it's marked like 3/16 or 16th, eighth, 3/16 quarter, 5/16. It's marked. So you just drill down so far, and that's how big the hole is. But if you was drilling through something thicker, there's no way. And even if you drilled from one side, flipped it over, and drilled from the other side, odds of me being able to make it even or slam the nail. But if you was excuse my lack of terminology, but if you was wallering the hole out, I could get that. If you had like a 1/4 inch hole and you could use that to waller that hole out bigger, I get that. Especially if you're doing like metal or something. Because you're only going to be drilling through 1/4 inch steel or something. You're not going to be drilling in 2-inch thick metal. So did you tell her you would do the? Yeah, I told her I would. I don't know whether to throw it in the toolbox or give it away, or I don't know, use it for a fishing weight. I'll never use it. I have drill bits, and I use them every once in a while, but not very often. I'll never use this one. What do you need to drill a hole? It's a review on the drill bit itself. I don't need to drill a hole in nothing, but I'm going to have to drill a hole in something. I'll find me a cardboard box and drill a hole in that. I got plenty of those. I've started saving them because I got to start packing all this up, which I'm depends on when I get paid from Amazon. Um, if I get paid like on a Tuesday and I get the keys, I probably won't be doing any live streams that week. Plus, I'm going to be packing and moving. So I got to get a U-Haul trailer. I got to get a refrigerator. But I could get that was a good idea. I could get a little college refrigerator, but I don't know. We will see. Watch my latest video I dropped today. You'll see I have plenty to drill holes in. Do you need it? Man, for real, I'm awful about sending stuff, so I don't want to promise you I'll send it. There's my notes. Let me open up the China doll. I think I just opened the wrong one. Yes, I did. Product China. Where is it? There we go. Scroll down. Well, that ain't right. Where's my... Oh, no. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. Y'all ever watch I've had it open since then. Why am I not seeing my... Well, let's open this file. Hopefully it's the right one. Mobility, Flex Mobility Scooter, data SIM card. No, this is not the right one. Dadgummit. You're a tool, dude. No, it's just one drill bit. What? Oh, man. Okay, I don't know what happened to my... I hope I didn't lose it. That would be not good. Good night, Miss Mary. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Always nice to see a smiling face. My stuff. Amazon influencer suppliers. I think it's in this folder. Isn't it? Product list. China dolls. 10/17. What is today? Yeah. Oh, here we go. 4 spiral flute step drill bit. Where did that open it? There it is. Do. I don't know why I couldn't get to it. Usually it saves your shortcuts. Yeah, $59.99. That's insane. Once I get my deck and porch rebuilt, I will have some outdoor space to start doing some reviews. I got a 10 by 20 canopy. It's got this, you can enclose it. I did a review on it yesterday. I think it got released this morning. I've got the house I'm moving into has got a concrete slab out by the storage building, and I'm going to set it up out there, and I'll probably do some reviews out there, ones that I have to do outside. Maybe they'll send me some patio furniture. I don't know. Yeah, Zelcan 19 sizes, but it's all one drill bit. I don't know. I think I remember seeing something like that in my dad's toolbox when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't remember. But I don't. I'll get one similar at Harbor Freight for $13 as little as I would use a bit that like that. I'll just buy a new one if it gets dull. At the bottom of the page, they have some of the videos of the product. Just copy with it. Is there some? You ever watch some of those reviews I watch? I don't know how they're even on there. No, I don't see any video. There's not any videos on this one. Videos, uploaded videos, and there's some pictures. Oh, well, on that one picture, they're drilling into a sink, it looks like. Probably putting in a vegetable sprayer. I can see that I can see that. Yeah. But I guess when I get it in, maybe probably won't be, but maybe it will be one of those things that they just don't send. I love it when they say they're going to send something and they don't send it. I don't know if you saw that on the list or they got some news toys on there, but they also had an electric wheelchair on there, and it was China Dolls that had that on their list. They're supposed to be sending me that. I'm using talk to text, so spelling was off. I wouldn't have noticed it, but that bit looks like it would be good for metal. I don't drill through much metal. It says shank for stainless steel, aluminum, and copper, and wood, and plastic. So drilling through stainless steel, that must be a heck of a drill bit. Copper wouldn't be nothing. Aluminum wouldn't be nothing. Steel, regular metal is a little tough, but stainless steel, yeah, that must be a good one. Well, there's a 10% off coupon, so 10% of 60. What is that? $6. So that's $53. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Well, I'll throw it. If you don't want it, I'll throw it in the toolbox, or I'll put it on the table at Bowie when we go to Bowie. Maybe somebody give me $5 for it. That's good enough. I don't care. To me, that's about all it's worth. Like you just said, you can buy them at Harbor Freight for $10, $13, and do probably the same job. They may not last as long as this one, but unless you're going to use it all the time, I don't. It's like me, the cheap tools at Walmart. Well, I don't even think they're. They used to be, what was that, Buffalo Tools, and now they're something else. Probably the same company. Tools like that work just fine for me. I know they're not good tools and they break, but no more than I use them, they work perfect. I can spend $20 on tools versus $200 on tools, and my $20 tools for me will do the same job as a $200 tool set. So if you don't want it, I'd surely take it off your hands. Never know what if you want it, email me your address. I'm horrible. Well, that shouldn't. I've got a dash cam sitting over here that I have been sending to Ray for the last 3 months or more. I need to just go to the post. I need to go to the post office. I've got a drone in there in the bedroom in a box that I was going to send my son And all I got to do is put a shipping label on it and take it to the store or to the post office. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I need a secretary. That would be nice. Have somebody take care of that stuff and deal with these different sellers and say, no, he ain't going to do that, or yeah, he'll do that. And I just can't afford one. Wouldn't that be cool to get so big that you have to hire people to do stuff? Man, if I had somebody to do the editing, I could be rocking them reviews out. Now, here's your SD card. See ya. Which company has the best rates for shipping? FedEx, as far as heavy stuff. Most of this stuff, like this dash cam and stuff like that, I just go to the post office. Maybe $6, $7, $8 maybe. I looked up. It was going to be a heavy shipment, and FedEx was cheaper. I think it was $50 to ship it, and UPS and regular post office was like 100 or 150. It was a lot higher. But as far as big stuff, I think FedEx is the cheapest. Smaller stuff, I don't know if it would make much difference. Really? I don't. Well, no, because what things I have sent, we had some drawings, and I've sent a mics, and I've sent dash cam. None of that weighs 4 pounds. Most of it's a pound, and it was like $5, $6, $7, $8. I don't remember now. But I need to get it done because I've got to start getting this cleaned up over here. I did get something in today that you'll probably be interested in. It's another Life Pro 12-volt battery. I wonder how many batteries it would take like that to run the computer and a light. I've got a solar panel. It's one of them flexible solar panels. I bought the MPP to plug that in to hook up to your batteries. MPT, I can't remember now. I'll find all that when I move, because when I moved here, I put it in a box, and I know where the solar panel is, but the little box, I don't know what I did with it. It probably wouldn't be worth it, but it'd be kind of neat if you could stick that solar panel in the window and run your computer and stuff off of it. Oh, heck, you just noticed you've been on live for 91 minutes. Oh, it is 10. Wow. Yeah. Who sent me that battery? It came in today. 12-volt 100 amp hour LiFePO 4 lithium battery. Oh, it opened up over there. $199.99. Wow, that's a long link. We'll do the link like this one. The affiliate link. I'll throw that in there. There's that one. And that's the second one I have. But I'm just wondering how much solar it would take to, if you could charge those batteries up and let them run. I don't know. It might take 4 or 5. I know it wouldn't run a heater, but yeah. And I had to buy a special battery charger, because you have to have a smart battery charger. Can't be a dumb one. But a regular battery charger only charges to 13.2 volts or something like that. And the smart battery charger charges to I think these are 14.4 volts, if I remember right. Batteryhookup.com. Oh, does that tell you what? Okay, cool. Oh, well, I don't need to buy any. If, maybe by this time next year, I may have it's got a storage shed at that house too. I got to see if I can find the little wheels that sit inside the railing. One of them is still, I guess I took the storage doors off for some reason, but one of the hardware still on the storage shed. All I got to do is screw that door back on there. But the other one, the hardware for that rolls, is gone. I don't know if you can buy just that or not. I hope so, because I'd like to put the doors back on it. But yeah, I could have me a shed full of batteries and run the whole house off of batteries. I'd probably have to buy another solar panel or two. I want some solar panels set up before next air conditioning season. Well, we'll be good. I will tell you that Emily got solar panels 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. First year, most all her electric bills was negative. Some of them were 74 cents. And then the next year, I think that was cheap. This year, they put the screws to her because now she gives all the electricity to them, and then they bill her back. She sends them all the electricity. Then they pay her, basically take off, I think 6 or 7 cents a kilowatt is what gets a discount. They give her a discount. She's giving them the electricity, and then she gets a discount on the electricity. So even having the solar panels, which she's still paying on the solar panels, and now she's got a higher solar bill. So if you get solar panels, be very, very, very thorough on who does the buyback program, what electric company, and what kind of contracts they have, because a lot of people are getting screwed over. Because I even delivered to a house last week or the week before last. It said had a note below the doorbell: no solicitors, especially solar cells or solar panels or something, solar cells people. So apparently they've had little issues with solar panels too. But if you can afford to buy all the batteries and just go totally off the grid, that would be great. But my understanding is those kind of batteries to run a house are extremely expensive. I don't know, but I don't know how, well, because I don't know how that would work. Because you'd have to, if you're going to do that, you're going to still have to have their flow in, unless you can flow both in, you know. I don't know nothing really about it. Um, grid tied inverter. Oh, huh. Grid. I'm gonna put that. Grid tied inverter. So you can run your power into your house off of your solar panels, and it will slow down the flow of the regular provider's electricity. I'll open them up here. I'm doing a lot of research over the years. There might be something for her to look into. I don't know. 1,000 watt grid tied inverter power limiter, $349.99. The 2,000 watt, $449. That's not a bad price if you can, because she's got solar panels on both sides and then all the way across the back on the roof. She got a bunch of them. But anyway, y'all, I have got to finish editing these. Oh, I've got to go out. I got some night vision goggles. I'm probably gonna have to video it with my phone because it's so hard to hold a DSLR up and steady, and my phone will sit right where your face is supposed to sit. Maybe I can get it to video. Anyway, I got to get that done. It pumps electric right into your house. You can plug the inverter right into an outlet, and it just works. No clue how the science works. Oh yeah, I've used CapCut. My only drawback on CapCut, and it's probably my internet connection, is it takes it a minute to render. So when you're trying to do the cut, you got to wait a minute and jack with it a little bit, and finally it'll load. And I don't know, but not what I've used it for is my uh, regular video. That's landscape. I went in there and shrank it and stretched it and made it vertical for TikTok and whatnot, and YouTube Shorts. But YouTube Shorts are supposed to be going up to 10 minutes now. I don't know if everybody's getting to do 10 minutes or if just certain people. What Nick Nimmin was talking about that a couple of weeks ago or last week. I've only done a couple of basic videos with it now. Works way better than OpenShot. I don't know what that one is. CapCut's free though. I do know that, but I use Filmora, Wondershare Filmora, but you can't, unless there's a way, and I just haven't figured it out. You can't crop it, because when you crop it, it just makes it smaller, and then you still got you got a little window inside the full length 16 by 9 instead of 9 by 16. I thought the shorts were going to 3 minutes. I think Nick Nimmin said something about them going to 10 minutes. Now, I thought that's what he was saying. Because they're not called shorts now, but they're going to be the vertical content or the vertical position. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I know they had that what do they call it? VidCon down here in Dallas. I would have liked to have gone. I don't know how much the tickets were, but Daryl Eves, the Nimmin brothers, all the big names were there. I would have liked to have went to that. That'd have been pretty cool, because usually they have them like in Chicago and big cities. Of course, Dallas is a big city, but anyway. Good night, Pork Chop. I need to get off here myself. Man, I've been rattling for 10 or hour and 44 minutes because I think I was on time tonight. The thing is, the thing said waiting on Grandpa, but my clock on the computer said 9:58 or 8:58. And I thought, it ain't even 9 yet, but I don't know. Either way, I gotta get working, y'all, because I've got reviews to do, I've got editing to do, and all I do is talk about doing it, and I'm not getting it done, so I need to quit procrastinating and do it. Just do it. Anyway, hey, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great night and get out there and make some money if you can. I get to make $50 in eighth of a mile drive. So that'll be a pretty good delivery right there. It works for me. Anyway, y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something. You're going to grow old if you don't. And I will see y'all next time. What's that old saying? If the Lord don't come and the creek don't rise, I will be here. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.